Welcome to All Computery Tutorials. Today the topic is loops. Now in real life, all of us, or at least most of us, hate repeat tasks, the kind of things that you have to do over and over and over again. When you do the laundry, you have to fold every sock. When your parents tell you to wash the dishes fork by fork, you have to wash every fork. Fortunately, computers don't complain or even mind doing repeat tasks over and over again, which makes them one of the most powerful control structures in programming. So let's take a look at an example that I've got. In our example here, we have an array of strings called string array, and it contains an array that is, hello sir, I'm doing well today, this is the best day, and call me maybe. So now let's say you want to confirm that all of these sentences end with a period, meaning that they're a simple sentence. You could go through the effort of typing out string array at 0 dot ends with, and then tell it period, but that's horribly declarative, which means that it's only going to work on this one specific instance of your program, and if you add any more strings to this array, you're going to have to type more code, and it's just not very good. On the other hand, we could use a loop, and we'll get into what all of these, what this loop declaration means later, but the code that it's going to run over and over and over again is just system.out.println string array at I dot ends with period. And the I is going to change from 0 to the length of the array. So when I run that, we get true, 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 which means that all of them end in period. Let's look at another example. So here we have an example where we've got a while loop, and the situation that we're dealing with here is that we have a method that populates an array, but we don't really know how big the array is going to be, and we don't really know how many items are going to be in the array. There could be 100, which is the size of the array, or there could be 3, 4. We really don't know. So instead of just printing out everything and risking printing out some null pointers or maybe some bad values, we are going to check to make sure that the item in the array that we are printing out is not null, and then we are going to print it. And we're doing this with a while loop, which has a little bit of a different structure, which we'll get into more later. But this gives us the ability to perform an action while a condition is true. So if we run this, we get Billy Johnson, Susie Q, and Samantha Carter. Now all of these names are completely fictional. Any similarity to real or other fictional characters is completely coincidental. But as you can see, if you didn't have a loop to do this for you, you would have a lot of individual statements to type out, you would have a ton of if statements to type out, and you would have a lot of repeated code. Now it's a little difficult to do why should you care on this topic because it's so intrinsic to programming. There really is almost no way to program without using loops. Obviously there's some stuff you can do without it, but your programs are going to be really simple if you can't get into loops and if you don't understand them. So you should care, you need to care, and it's a great thing to understand. They're not too difficult, they're just a little bit unique in that really no other discipline or field has a concept similar to this. As usual, this has been a screencast version of a tutorial I've got out on my blog. It's allcomputery.blogspot.com, so take a look. Got some other great stuff out there. Might help you be a better programmer. Thank you for watching.